How are
Hi,
you?
Moonlight Musing. I'm good. How are you?
Very well. How have you been?
I'm good. Perfect. What about
Thank
you?
you for having me. Thank you for having me.
Yeah, it's my pleasure. So let's begin. Are you
Absolutely.
excited?
I'm super excited to be live on Radio Adda.
That's great. So let's begin. नमस्कार आदाब सत श्री अकाल आई वेलकम यू ऑल ऑन रेडियो अड्डा और आज हमारे साथ है एक गुरु a mentor, a teacher.
None other than Ms Ritu Rathod.
Watching all her videos and reels, I am a big fan of yours. Alright, so you know that the value of a guru in India. This is for you. Guru Govind do khade kaake lagu paए, बलियारी गुरुदेव की गोविंद योग बताए. So she's the guru who has educated more than 10,000 plus students. A great guru, a great mentor. I just hope that being a guru makes you very happy.
Thank you for the status that you've given me. But what I would like to say is that teaching is more than imparting knowledge.
Yeah, definitely.
It is actually inspiring change in the students or whomsoever you're looking to teach. So, and learning is more than absorbing knowledge. It is about an understanding. So,
Yeah.
with a great teacher, honestly, I cannot teach anyone anything. I can only make them think. I can only make them think, and that's the job of a teacher, a coach. Every teacher must be able to make the people think.
Definitely, yes. 100% I agree with this thought. To all our viewers, I just want to tell that she's the one who have educated like more than 10,000 plus students. Currently, she's working with the schools, educating women, all the housewives, and she's also working with the universities. So I'm really happy to have you here. Before we dive in, I just want you to know, I just want you to tell us something about you. Like being a teacher, what makes you feel happy? How is the journey going on?
My journey has been great so far. I have been teaching for 36 years now.
Oh, that's great.
I had started coaching children, and now I am finding that people who have been in the workforce really require communication skills, English speaking skills. So I have now forayed into that direction, and the journey has been very gratifying. Every single day I look forward to helping people learn more and learn myself, because while you're imparting that knowledge, you are constantly researching, learning. And honestly, education is not preparation for life. Education is life itself. Every single moment you're learning. So I am learning, my students are learning. Just like how a sculptor sculpts a block of marble, I help with education to carve the kind of the perfect human soul and a student.
Amazing. So how do you define a good teaching?
Let me think. I think, see, Benjamin Franklin had once said, "Tell me and I will forget. Teach me, I might remember. But involve me and I will learn." So when you involve a student while researching, chatting, discussing, debating, listening, being open-minded, that helps learning, and that's what teaching should be all about. That's how I define teaching.
That's a great thought, actually. So how do you adjust your style to the less motivated or the underprepared student?
So I would say that better than 1,000 days of learning or teaching or studying, one day with a great teacher helps a student more. So where children are less motivated, I would say that child or those children deserve a champion who believes in them, who will never give
Right.
up on them, who understand the power of connection, and they insist that the student becomes the best version of themselves. When that student who's less motivated gets that mentor or coach or guru, that's when the learning will happen.
And you are a great mentor. I can say that. I would just like to grab your brain, all your thoughts, and that's just amazing. Speaking to you, I'm feeling like, oh, that's amazing. I just want to know more and more and more about you. So just tell me that what is the most important piece of advice you can give to the people who are interested in learning the new language?
For learning a new language,
Yeah.
I might sound repetitive, but as I said, education is not preparing for life. It is life itself. So when you decide you want to learn a new language, be diligent, read, continue to do so consistently. Do not give up. Language is an ocean. Even today, I can say I just have a glass full from that ocean. I'm never going to stop learning. So once you've decided you want to learn a language, continue to do so and communicate, read, try your best, even if people you think people might mock you, laugh at you.
Yeah.
Don't try. Keep going. Listen to podcasts, listen to film shows. Watch film shows, listen to you guys, and they can automatically pick up the language with practice.
Okay. So just tell me one thing that like the thought in my mind, like everybody knows that English is considered as the most important communication channel in the schooling or in the college or in the professional life, right? So how did this foreign language found its solid ground in our country? Can you just give us the background or the reason, considering that English is the most important channel of communication in India? Why is that so?
It's a great question. You know why? Because people think कि आ गई बड़ी इंग्लिश पढ़ाने, अंग्रेज चले गए, औलाद छोड़ गए.
That's the thing, yeah.
But I must say something to you. So let me give you a little background. English language was introduced in India in the 17th century when English businessmen came to this country as traders, right? And even after the British rule was over, they left us in the 20th century, English remained to be employed for a few years. Now, around the 1960s, the government of India faced resistance from the non-English speaking belt, the Hindi belt in the country. And they wanted to make Hindi the official communication language.
Yeah.
However, since Hindi and English are both used now, currently, they both have the status of, I would say, as the official language of the country, there is a reason why English continues to be important. So, see, as an associate language, English helps to communicate with the world. Our G7 nations like UK, USA, Canada, they all communicate in English. Mandarin comes later because it's a little bit difficult, and English is simpler and used often.
Right.
So, since the purpose of language is to communicate, right? It must be considered that those who are able to communicate to a wider audience, they will be more successful. Honestly speaking, when I am able to convey my message to the audience, it will be easier for me to grow. Am I right?
True.
So, for the purpose of globalization, I feel English deserves that status. I'm not putting down Hindi. I love my national language. I'm very well spoken in Hindi. मेरी हिंदी बहुत ज़्यादा अच्छी है और मैं हिंदी भी इंग्लिश की तरह काफ़ी फ्लुएंटली बोल सकती हूँ. But you know, there are certain places where you need English, you need English. You cannot say, you can't say that I will not speak in English, I will only speak in Hindi. Not possible, globally.
Agreed. And like I feel like every language is important. Staying in Maharashtra, you also need to
No,
know the
Marathi.
Marathi. You should be aware of Marathi, Hindi, English.
Sorry.
Like each and every language is important their own way. But
Right.
why is it so that the intelligence is measured by the way like you speak? If you speak English, you are considered as the very smart person, like ignoring the contents of what you speak. If you just speak in English, you are considered as a very smart person. Why is that so?
That is sadly misinterpreted. I must say and add that what people assume that she knows or he knows English, that means this person is well traveled, they must be successful, they may be able to communicate to people all around the world, right? So this is the interpretation of people. Okay, I wouldn't think that just because you know English you are considered successful or brilliant. Of course they have an edge. Because you know an additional language, you will have an edge, right?
Yeah.
That's the only thing. But it is very unfortunate that because people think like this, they don't want to learn English. But I think we should give English a fair chance. It is globally accepted. Try to learn both. I'm not saying that don't learn Hindi. Learn Hindi, learn English. Another language is important, just like you said, Marathi is exceptionally important. I get my work done at double speed because I speak Marathi so well. I go to, anywhere I go, I speak to them in Marathi and they are totally taken aback and they feel comfortable with me and they get my things done. So similarly, when I speak English, at a place where it needs to be spoken, they take to me and I gain success. That's the only reason. Otherwise, we don't have any right to put down any language, honestly.
Coming back to Moonlight Musing, is there anything you want to change about this education system in India?
Yes, I do. I want the people of not only this country, the entire world, to recognize great teachers, to give them the status that scientists have, that astronauts have, that politicians have, doctors have. We need to be recognized because teaching is one profession that creates every other profession, right? If there were no teachers, we wouldn't have architects or engineers or artists or no matter what. Teaching is an exceptionally noble job and a cause.
Definitely, yes.
And teachers need to be recognized. They need to be respected for what they do. And that's all I would like to say.
Okay.
Maybe paid more. A lot of teachers don't get paid. They need to be paid more.
Is there any strategies or the tips you would like to give, the Moonlight Musing would like to give to the people who want to learn English from Moonlight Musing?
Connect with me. I am a very decent and approachable coach. I coach students and adults. One lesson with me is honestly value of about 4 or 5 lessons with any other coach. I'm not putting that teacher down, but there are certain tricks, certain tips that I know that not many other people are able to give. And experience counts. When you're teaching for 36 years, I have evolved, I have learned, I have changed my pedagogical style, and I am ready and still continuing to learn and develop my skills. So Come to me, connect with me, and keep reading. Reading is the key to success.
Okay, obviously yes. So do you mean like the English books, or like obviously to learn the English language, you're trying to say that read English book or any book, just what are your thoughts on this?
I would say
I,
I read everything. I read
yeah.
signboards, I read billboards, I read the newspaper, I read magazines, I read advertisements, I read the flyers and brochures that come. Everything. Just read.
Amazing. My dad would be more than happy to learn from you, because he's like the learner who feels that learning is the key to success, and he is very fond of learning new languages and all that stuff. So I think that he would be very happy to learn from you. I would make sure that yeah. So just tell me, do you offer like any online how is it like, what are your rules, like do you offer any online courses, or is it only offline? How is it how is Moonlight Musing working?
So since the last 2.5 years, I am now online, and now we have a hybrid. So basically those who come to me physically learn with me physically. At the same time, I'm online, and I'm teaching children from all over the world at different timings. And it's a very practical approach, very pragmatic, and very doable. People think that online doesn't work. I think online works very well, because there is no traffic jam, there is no communication, no coordination. गाड़ी लाइए, मैं कहाँ हूँ, मैं इधर खड़ा हूँ, इधर बारिश हो रही है. Nothing.
Yeah.
Online, you save about an hour and a half, I will say, every time you see me.
Yeah, that's true. Speaking to you is like really amazing, but now we are up to the second round. Like we'll start with the rapid fire round. Do you have anything to say before that? Like, do you want to convey any message or anything you would like to say before that, before we begin the rapid fire round?
Yes, if children are listening to me, or if adults who have children or who know children are listening to me, I must say, reading is important. Don't put English down. It is an important communicative language. It helps communicating around the world. It's globalized. So read, and connect with me. You will learn a lot. That's all.
Definitely. All right, so let's begin with the rapid fire round. I hope you are excited for that also. What would the students be surprised to find about you?
Students would be surprised to know that I am a great cook. I am a great cook.
Oh, okay.
They would think that Moonlight would never be able to cook, or I never cook.
I know you are I read that you are a great cook, a great artist who loves to travel, who loves to read. Yeah, that's amazing. All right. So, books or movies?
Films.
Okay. I had expected books. I thought that you would be saying that books, but yeah, you are an all-rounder person. So yeah, movies. And your inspiration?
My inspiration. And there are several. I don't know. So my inspirations keep changing. The people who inspire me keep changing, because I'm constantly learning, reading, growing. So I wouldn't be able to categorize one person. There are millions of researchers and scientists, and a lot. But at this time, I must say, I must give acknowledgement to my mother, who is a rock and who has inspired me to keep fighting and just stay strong emotionally. That's a great inspiring. My mom is a great inspirer.
Wow, amazing. Your success mantra?
Oh, my success mantra is my time management. I will have to say it's time management.
Okay, amazing. Advice to your younger self?
Advice to my younger self. Ritu, Moonlight, go and read more. Read more. I was not a great reader when I was young. No, I would say read more. Like read 4 hours a day.
Oh, okay. Point to be noted. I would do that. I will take your advice. So, any messages for our youth?
I think I will be repeating myself, but I would say you are the future of the country.
Okay.
Believe in yourself. Be very trustworthy. Be emotionally connected. Do at least a little bit for the country. The country requires our youth. It needs the attention of the youth. I was away in America. I lived there for 15 years. I returned to my country to be able to give a little bit, a very minuscule amount to my country. I would say, don't escape, don't go away, stay here, try to make this nation the best version of itself.
Amazing, amazing. So all the points are noted. I would definitely work on it. Thank you so much. It was really very great to speak to you. I'm really amazed and thankful that you joined us. And I hope we'll meet again in the near future. Yeah.
Why not?
So,
Thank you for having me. I would like to take a moment to say thank you to Radio Adda and to you for your time. Sorry.
Definitely.
And I would love to stay in touch and get connected again. Thank you.
Definitely. Yes. Thank you so much again. Bye. Happy Navratri, by the way. Bye.